Dad used to say that childhood was like being drunk. Everyone remembers what you did, except you.
Ha! Good one, Dad.
But I remember everything. Right from the start. Our home. Happiness. Sadness. Perms.
Nice hairdo. Dickhead.
Love at first sight. And loss.
Hello viewer, this is my storyboard. So over 4 months I drew every single shot in the film, and of course each panel is a shot and the space between each panel is a cut. I sat down over probably another 6 months and I drew all the characters, all the props and all the sets. And then after that I did what's called the animatic, and the animatic is really just a moving version of the storyboard. So my partner Dan scanned every one of these drawings. We put it into some editing software. We added some temporary voices, some temporary music. And the animatic's sort of like our map. And it's the map that everyone uses in the camera department to see how we're going, what is the mood of the scene, what is the speed, the tempo, all those sorts of things.
I'd always liked feeling caged in, snug and protected. It was a shock to be born premature. I was named Grace Puddle. My twin brother, Gilbert.
I've deliberately tried to avoid any sort of refined look in the film. Every prop set and character we want to look sort of a bit broken. We do what's called a lot of dry brushing, and that's where you just get a tiny bit of paint on the brush and you go everything to give it that sort of weathered look. It'd be much easier just to make everything shiny and slick. But I think the end result really gives all the props a lot of character. Okay, I thought I'd take you into one of our biggest stages, stage 1. And at the moment, this is where we're shooting our version of Brunswick Street. And for our international viewers, Brunswick Street's a very famous street here in Melbourne. We have probably 12 different buildings, and everything has what I call a chunky, wonky look. I was born with what's called a physiological tremor. So, in other words, I have this slight shake. You might be able to see this, the shakes there. So I have trouble drawing a straight line, and I have trouble sculpting very finessed puppets. So my style over the years has developed because of this, and I've embraced my imperfect flaw and I've turned it into my aesthetic. Here we have a big giant greyhound bus. This is a scene where the two lead characters as children are being separated. So it's a very traumatic and poignant part of the film. This is one of our puppets. This is Denise Floyd. She's one of our supporting cast. She's a child services officer. This is a good one too to show you how we use magnets. So we use a lot of magnets in the film to hold the characters together and also so we can animate them. This is also a silicone arm. So this little arm has got little bits of wire in it so we can bend the arm into whatever position we want. So the characters aren't just plasticine, and actually this character has virtually no plasticine. Most of it is rock solid a material called Sculpey, which we bake. Hair's all made of wire. Of course, a lot of hand painting's gone into this character, no airbrushing. Her little shoes there are just made of clay as well, little wire shoelaces. So yeah, she's one of my favourite sort of supporting cast characters. We have over 200 characters in the film, and every single one of them has been handmade. There's nothing that's been 3D printed or mass produced. These are all individually bespoke little puppets. Stage 8, here we are, and this is a third of the way through the film where Grace has just started hoarding and filling up her bedroom with anything to do with snails, really. So Mark, one of our crew here, has been doing some beautiful static shots of bits and pieces within Grace's room. This is Alex. He's one of our sculptors. Alex whipped up this incredible head of Fidel Castro. So we have Fidel Castro in the film playing ping pong with our lead actor Pinky, who's played by Jackie Weaver. So as you can see here, there's a little black pupil, and you can see I'm just moving around with my finger, and that's actually a little tiny high-powered magnet covered in plasticine, and then we paint a little tiny white dot there to act as a reflection, and it means the animator can move that pupil around wherever we like. The other thing we do are blinks, so every blink is a little plasticine eyelid that we stick on. If it's a slow blink, there's sort of 3 or 4 little eyelids that have to go on. And as you can imagine, you have to have very skillful hands to do this. So because of my shakes, I can't actually do it, but we have animators who are very skilled at this.
It's about living forwards. Snails never go back over their trails. Set yourself free.